wake up. Hey, there it is. Wonder why that took so long. Oh well. Never mind. Hello, YouTube. Okay, how we doing? 363 of 375. Have I set up mold linker for this one yet? That'll speed things up a little. Yep, these are all the errors that should be happening because there ain't no accumulated mouse motion. That's all right, we have to do it the old-fashioned way. And yeah, we should check the cargo settings. See if we've got mold. No, we don't. We've got clang. Clang. We don't want that. We want mold. So, oh no, we do. We've got mold. Link Argus fuse LD user local bind mold. Okay, cool. So let's go to camera and we'll fix this navigation shit so that we can at least rotate the camera and I can prove it's not just a picture. All right. So accumulated mouse motion. So that does not exist. So what did we used to do? We used to use mouse events and collect them and summarize them. So the way I can view that is I can go to Bevy Engine in the examples. Because I myself did this conversion. So I know that the previous version will have the old way of doing it. Mouse input accumulation. That right there is, I think, my PR. No, it's not my PR. I converted another one. But we can still copy it. At least the previous version of it. You just need to find it. $66. Oh, God damn it. Actually, I bet if I could just find the PR. Then I can use my own example. Oh, I didn't realize that was still open. Shit. Better sort that. Mouse. It was one of the first things I did. There it is. Okay, files changed. Yeah, so we used to take an event reader mouse motion. That's what used to happen. So let's do that. Event reader mouse motion. It's amazing. You've lived with something like accumulated mouse motion for ages. You forget it's not available everywhere. And then we go let delta for motion and mouse motion read. Yeah. and we just accumulate it, right? So, well, how is accumulated mouse motion implemented? Look at the derives. Yeah, this thing. Like so. Yeah, so this is just mouse motion. Oh, it's immutable. Okay, so that gets rid of part of the problem, if not all of the problem. Maybe all of the problem. Oh, hi. We have a dog. He's a dog. Yeah. I think she thinks you're thanking her for barking. Okay. So let's see if it runs this time. Oh, it does, just very, very slowly. Oh no, it's controlled by the mouse, not by the keyboard. Now, how is that going to translate to the web? That's the question, because I don't know about mouse controls and web. Like, if you move outside the box, will it still work? I'd like to have a cat, but you can't get one as long as there's a chance I have to go back to regular work. You know, hmm, I mean, cats can work out. Dogs are much harder with that kind of thing, but cats can work with being away from the house. Maybe it depends on the cat a little bit. Getting a cat, then locking it in perpetually and leaving it alone for 10 hours a day just doesn't seem like a good idea. I get you. I do. Some people get away with it with like if they've got a bit of a porch arrangement, maybe. Um, but yeah, I know what you mean. It is hard to justify. I'm lucky that I end up working from home most of the time. I'm just going to deploy this so that I can see what it does on the web. Excuse me. So we'll make that happen. Add simple camera controls. And we'll go get tag. Looks like we're up to 0.1.7. Hopefully that's what we're up to. What are we up to? It is a difficult decision. I totally get that. Oh yeah, 0.1.7. And then get push tag. 1.7. Oh, whoops. Which should start a job. Yeah. And that will let us test whether the mouse controls are going to work okay on the web version. Okay. So while we're doing that, um, I wonder if we need some zoom or if we just leave zoom alone for now. Probably leave it alone for now. So that's camera. In order to be able to see the player moving around, we've got to have some kind of background. I have no idea how this stuff works in 3D, but you have a plane, right? You move around on a plane. And maybe you cast a shadow, or maybe the light follows you. The nice thing is we've basically got no wrong answers. um, we can do pretty much whatever we want. Is there such thing as an infinite plane that you move around on? I wonder. Hmm. Oh, we're going to have ads in a sec, so I'm going to do the cup of tea thing. Oh, that's not the right message file. One of these days I'll incorporate this into the overlay and it'll actually work. Okay. Oh, it's amazing. I was just going to say I'll go and make a cup of tea.
Well, you don't have to.
Someone has brought it to me. It's so nice of you.
Dishwasher turned it on for you.
You're amazing. Thank you.
Kelly, come please. Kelly. Kelly.
Well, my cup of tea came to me. That's pretty cool. I love it.
Good.
Go to work, Tilly. How exciting. Okay. Well, in that case, let's look at this. I don't think I'm going to be using record player directional input from here, probably from somewhere else. And we're likely to, hey, I'm fine. It's so, so good. Mm, not really. It's fine.
That's some of what you thought, Rich.
Okay, so this stuff we are going to use, but not here. Oh, we got ads. Hey, Flavius. Okay, so that is building. The next step is really to understand how to add a plane of some kind or some kind of background. I don't care what it is. I know why people added those backgrounds that were like dots so that you could tell if the object was moving. I don't really think I'm going to have time for a super elaborate background. Maybe some kind of flat plane or bumpy plane. Hmm. Well, it looks like we're just about done with web. Let's see if it uploaded. Okay, well, that version didn't. Let's try a reload. Maybe I need to enable the new version. Yeah. So, or maybe it just hasn't uploaded yet. This was from October 6th. What's today? I have no idea what date it is. There we go. It's 15th. Oh dear. You're doing well. Finally faced your fears and did a jam. What? Which one? Have you finished already? How did it go? That's amazing. Well done. I think actually maybe it hasn't finished the upload yet because it's still in. Oh yeah, it's still in this phase. So we got to wait for the stupid Windows build. Game 3 jam. Oh, the Beaks one. Of course. Let me see. See if that search is enough. Nope. Probably not. Oh, thank you. Ooh, it's a bit of a flashbang. Very cool. Oh man, look at the art. Hey, here we go. May I? The SMD line. That's a great idea. I'm unable to rate this project. Has it got sound? Do I need to worry about sound? Goddo, very cool. Very cool. Happens if I full screen it. I do have to worry about sound. Oh, oh God. You know what that is? That is this thing. Disable, please. Let's try reload. That's better. Press E to start. You'll learn. Whoa, that's going to be way too big for the stream. How can I find the middle ground? Whoa, this is a big topic for first jam. Surface mounted devices. Power on the computer, grab the order, power on the laser engraver. What the hell? This is super detailed. Oh my god. Okay, we're... Oh, there's sound. There's a lot of sound. There's a lot of sound. Let's turn that down a little bit. There we go. Oh my god. Wait, power on the computer. Oh, I think I did. How do I power this on? I told you there was sound. It's good sound. This is awesome. I can't seem to power on the laser engraver though. Order. Maybe I'm in the wrong spot or pushing the wrong button. Hang on, I need more information. I didn't read the instructions properly. Where are the instructions? I swear I saw some instructions before. Oh, it was in the game, wasn't it? Okay. AD move, W power machine. Yeah, that's what I was doing. E interact. Ah, okay. All right. Power on. E interact. Okay. Ah. Oh my god. This is super detailed. Reflow oven. Oh my god. I love it. I love the little animation he's got going on. Let's see. Oh, there's all the... Oh, wait, there's a board. Is that a board? Ah. Oh, press I in front of the machines. Totally sensible. I got a board now. Ah, it's engraving it. It's engraving it. That's really cool. I love it. There's a lot of detail went into this. Okay, so interact. Hey, I got a board. Loader. Oh, power on the SMD line first. Okay. Well, where did my board go? Maybe it's in there. I just power everything on. Oh, man. Okay. I'm going to carry on with my work because otherwise I'll get distracted, but that's very, very cool. Power on everything. Okay. When in doubt, power on all the things. I'll go back to it later, but I better keep doing my thing. Otherwise I'll never get anywhere. Okay. Oh, input save always been deprecated. Ah, interesting. I should address those because I think they're part of the Bevy simple, the Bevy new project that we have. I think I just copied them. Okay, so those haven't been built yet. All right, so back to basics. That's very cool though, Flavius. You should be very proud of that. What's the time? Oh, 8:15. Took 2 days of full-on sprite and animation making, I bet, right? Because a lot of it, like there's a lot of detail in there. My animations suck. Okay, so how do I create a plane of some sort? Now, I think we could turn to a Bevy example for this. So let's look at very proud, going to keep working on it after the jam. You should. Examples 3D. Simple scene with basic shapes and lighting. Okay, so this might help by because it's got an area that the cube is sitting on and that casts a shadow. So I'm wondering if I should look up 3D Scene RS and just see what example that has. Hey Fanny, how you doing? It's good to see you. I live. I exist. I didn't just run away. Oh, well, I did, but then I came back. Oh, I missed you too. A simple 3D scene with light shining over a cube sitting on a plane. Okay, so I need the plane part of this question. Circular base. Yeah. To essentially be really huge, but maybe we should just try it to see if this works. Oh yeah, I turned it down. Sorry, Fanny, because have you seen Flavius's game that they made? It had a lot of sound. So I had to turn that down. Hang on. There we go. Probably should be a bit better now. We're just tuning up. The sound is recorded from with the phone from your job. So you do circuit manufacturing for a living. Is that part of your thing? It's the company I've just started working for makes hardware as well. They make uh, power panels for homes. Okay, so let's look at player. Now let's just see what happens when we add this into the mix. No, that is not an importable thing, huh? I did work on a line just like that. Now your focus is inspection programs for the AOI. What is an AOI? This I do not know. Wait, where is Mesh 3D is probably, oh, I know what's happened. These are the versions from the new versions of Mesh 3D instead of, hey, it's a snake. Automatic optical inspection machine. Oh, nice. So, right, checking to make sure everything's okay, I guess. Man, I miss the snags. Right, so let's look at the changes for this file. Not this one. this one. So that's changed as of the 2nd of October. So what did it used to be? Ah, here we go. PBR bundles. Takes pictures of the PCB and compares them to what it has in the database. And if something's wrong, it lets you know. Yeah, nice. That's cool. It's a kind of integration test or end-to-end test. Acceptance testing. Right, so we don't have meshes, so we need meshes. Actually, that might need to be a res mute. Where did I copy this from? Oh yeah, res mute assets mesh. That's what it's going to be. And materials will be similar. Oh, this is wrong. And I can't remember why. Damn it, I keep losing that file. I also can't spell. Res mute assets standard material. That's what it is. Okay, so I have no idea where that's going to appear, but let's try running it and see what happens. It's not appearing in the right place, that's for sure. It's kind of in the cube, I think. Okay, that's all right. Something is appearing. Let's just try tweaking that a little bit. It's the cube. It's my very, very exciting cube. It's so exciting. I'm excited by it. Okay, so transform from X 0, 0.5 and 0 from XYZ. I'm using Vex 0 for the cube, so I think it's just spawning inside it, basically. And is it being given a scale? We'll also make the state scoped. Oh my god, I can't type. Okay, and give it a name. I don't know, floor. Plane. It's the floor, damn it. It's the floor. Okay, we gotta move it so that we can see it and understand how big it is. So let's give it, instead of a vec3 0, we'll give it, we give it like a negative Z axis or Y. I think Y. I think Y. Let's try that. I have no idea what'll happen. In fact, I could modify this if I had set up the debug interface, but I haven't. So there. Um, yeah, I don't even know where it is now. It's somewhere off screen, probably. Oh God. All right. It's all good old trial and error debugging. All right. I swear, I'm just going to keep changing things until something works. Ooh, things are a bit laggy on my PC. What is happening? We've still got the cube, but we have no idea where our plane has gone. It might not have a color, or... No, our point light's been spawned, so we should be able to see it. Hmm. I do have a point light, don't I? Otherwise, I wouldn't see anything. Yeah, it comes in with the camera. All right. Transform from XYZ. Is it possible that I'm scaling the shit out of this and I just don't know it? Oh, wait. This is Meshes Add Cuboid. This is not... What? Hang on. Hang on. Hang on. Hang on. Hang on. Hang on. 3D scene. Hang on. Circular base. Yeah, it's this one. So circle new, color white, and then a transform from rotation. I think that's what's going on. So circle new. Oh my God, I cannot type at the moment. The material is color white. That's fine. And this transform is probably more sensible. What is your problem? Why does color white not exist in 0.14? What is happening right now? I have screwed something up badly. Oh, wait. Duh. Oh, wow. Okay, and what is your problem? That I haven't spelled you correctly? That's your problem? That seems unreasonable. Completely unreasonable. Okay, yeah, everything is extremely laggy right now. Why is that? OBS is using a lot of RAM and a lot of threads, but and the overlay is using 770 meg of RAM, which is slightly disturbing, but never mind. It is a game engine after all. Rust Analyzer. Rust Analyzer is the problem. 6.6 gig of RAM for Rust Analyzer. What? 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 That's ridiculous. Ridiculous. Wow. I wonder if restarting it would help. Hey, it's a plane. It's the cube is all the way through the plane, but it's still a plane. Bevy. Kaiko Road. It's a plane. Okay, cool. We have a plane. Can we make the plane much, much, much bigger? And does that cost? Like, what does it cost to have a huge plane? And does it cast a shadow is the other thing. So if I bring that up, can I get it to cast a shadow? So we want it from rotation, quad from rotation, X, standard. So the frac pi 2 thing, that's just half pi. I don't completely understand. Maybe I should just make the cube higher. I'm not sure how one normally keeps the plane, keeps the object above the plane. Just cube it. Ha! I see what you did there. I think you add colliders, right? To stop it from falling through the world. But I don't really know what I'm doing. Let's face it, I've never really known what I'm doing. That indeed. So let's make it bigger to start with by a factor of 10. And let's move the player up. Just out of interest, I have no idea what the scales involved are here, so we'll just do that. Rust Analyzer timeout because you're so slow. We restart you just to see what will happen. And if you stop using so much RAM, cargo road. Oh my God. I don't think that was the desired result. Okay, well, interesting. I think the cube is a little bit too high and our camera is not centered on the cube anymore. But this is interesting. Okay, so exit. We're learning. We're kind of learning. We're learning. What are the scales involved here? Holy crap, this is slow. Whatever Rust Analyzer is doing behind the scenes, it is slow. I'm sorry, Rust Analyzer. I love you, but you're slow. Okay. So now we've got a plane that we're floating above. Are we casting a shadow? I don't think we are, but the point light has a very interesting effect on the ground. Oh yeah, I was going to check and see if the web version, the mouse controls worked on the web version properly. Oh, they do. Oh, that's pretty cool. And what happens if you move outside the bounds of the window? So they stop working and then they start working again. Yeah, nice. Okay, cool. Well, that's good to know. That is good to know. So now, we need to get it closer to the surface of this because I want to see. Well, first of all, we shouldn't be able to see that. And second of all, I want to see whether it casts a shadow. I'm not quite sure where the point light is. It's somewhere over this side. Maybe we should make a way to visualize that. So maybe 0.5? I've never seen it work this slowly before. Okay, so now it's partly in the plane, so that's not right. More like 1 maybe? I should install the debug interface thing, whatever it's called. Okay, so it's definitely not casting a shadow, but you can see that the light is above the cube, or at least off to one side maybe, and it's just level with the surface. So bring it up slightly more, and then we need to find out why it's not casting a shadow. So we should be able to see a gap now. Yeah, okay. So how do you control whether something casts a shadow or not? That's my question to you. And the answer, we go to the Bevy examples because they are our documentation. See, this casts a shadow. Look at that. All right. So let's look at the source for that again. We're effectively just recreating the example. It is in Bevy and it's called 3D, not 4D. That would be something entirely different. 3D scene. Source. Okay. Cube, light. Shadows enabled, true. Well, you can't get much simpler than that, can you? True. ST, true. True, shadows enabled. Why are you complaining at me? Rust Analyzer, seriously, I love you, but you need to catch up. Okay, so then maybe this is a new thing. Get blame C. Nope, it was put in. Oh, it's point light, not point light bundle. Uh, let's try that. All right. Give me a shadow, damn it. I want a shadow. Me and my shadow. Hey, it's a shadow. Weird. It's shadowy. It's so shadowy. It's so shadowy. It goes around and around. Send it to the shadow realm. Does this game look eldritch enough yet? Maybe not. Cool. That's how shadows work. I think I want it to be a little bit. I wonder if I implement movement now, will we be able to see it? Because we can see the edge of the we can see the edge of the plane. So we should be able to see the cube getting closer to the edge, right? So I need the camera to follow the cube at all times. So anytime we update the cube transform, we need to update the camera transform. And then we just do ordinary directional movement, except we don't allow movement on the Y plane. So it shouldn't ever go below the plane, I guess. What's the time? It's 20 to 9. I can do a little bit more. Okay. I'm all out of practice. I'm not used to streaming, so I haven't done this for a while. I have been having a brain fart, but my brain is now farted. Don't clip that. Okay. So player directional input. Now, this can go into either some kind of movement code or into the player. I think maybe into the player. Where does it live in the sample app? So if we go to Bevy, new 2D. Boop-a-doop-a-doo. And source demo. Is it in player or movement? It's in player. Okay, that's fine with me. Let's do that. Oh, everything is so slow. Holy crap. Okay. Yeah, we were there already. Look at that. I don't particularly like that function name. I know they were being super careful with the naming, but I think just player movement is fine. And are we spawning them with a movement controller? We're not, so we need to do that. So in here we have a movement controller with the max speed and config max speed. Do I still have a movement controller in this thing? It's hard to know because Rust Analyzer is never going to tell me. Oh, no, I don't. Okay. Unless I've... Oh, yeah. Yeah, I do. Cool. Oh, come on, LSP. You can do it. Come on. I believe in you. There we go. Intent and max speed. All right, that's fine. Cool. So we need to spawn one with our player. Actually, do these things have defaults? Yes, yes, they do. So we can just ask for the default. Hey, Fuzzy, how you doing? Good to see you, man. Okay, so we can do that. That's good. Now, these intents are not going to be correct, though. We're going to be moving in, we're not going to be moving in y-axis. We're going to be moving in X or Z, I think, if I understand correctly. What am I working on? I am working on, well, I've returned to work on my game for Spooky Jam, which has got another 13 days to go, and that number is very auspicious. But it was originally supposed to be, Clock, how you doing, man? Nice to see you. It was originally supposed to be a 23-day jam. And I have had a lot of other shit going on and haven't been working on these things. So it is now a 13-day jam. Where is it? Here it is. So all Bevy and Eldritch is the theme. Something maddening or cosmic or incomprehensible. Can inspire horror, confoundment, or just make you feel small. Fuzzy and Clonk, indeed, like Ratchet and Clank. So because I've been away for so long, this is the extent of what we have. And also I'm completely new to 3D. So we have this. Look, it's got a shadow. It's so impressive. And so eldritch. Can't you just feel the spookiness? Hey, I'm a beginner, okay. Yeah, so there's that. Oh, it's nice to see familiar names. I've been away for too long. I need to get my shit together. Why did I code this like this? Actually, it's not too bad. But yeah, I haven't touched it in a long time. So intent Y and intent X are not going to cut it for me here because Y-axis will be moving straight up. So we actually want intent X and intent Z, if I'm not mistaken. I may be mistaken, but I don't think I'm mistaken. So yeah, we need to figure that out. So how have we defined movement controller? A vec2, right. So I guess we can use vec3 and just ignore the y-axis. Would be one way of doing it. So the default is therefore going to be vec3 0, assuming such a beast exists. And it does appear to. And that means what are our control keys going to be? So WSAD. So I guess that means that Y gets replaced with Z. And we'll see how that feels when we look at it. And I don't know how normalize or zero will work, but we'll see. What is your problem with this? Oh, it's a vec2, right. We can fix that. Hey, Clonk, I started playing with org mode, but in NVIM. It's kind of fun. There's an implementation of Org-Rome that doesn't completely suck. So I've got a few, I've been using it at work, but it's kind of fun. It's good. And I found it so useful at work, just for doing to-do management that I swapped it over to my home kit this evening. But yeah, still playing around. It is a cool system. It feels really natural, just writing shit down at the time you hear it. And if I need to, I convert it into a ticket or whatever later. But yeah, it's cool. Enjoying it so far. The new job is actually kind of epic. I've gone from a place where they didn't, I mean, they were very nice for the most part, but they didn't really need me, to a place where they really kind of need me. It's a much smaller outfit. It's like a scrappy little startup. Oh, I've got comments over on YouTube. I'm sorry. I haven't been looking at you, but I am now. I do not exist. It's mass hysteria. Yeah, that's true. That's very, very true. Yeah, it's awesome. They're making an electrical panel, um, a kind of a smart home panel. It's a really interesting little product, and there's a lot to do. There's a lot of stuff to get ready for, and I'm joining as their site reliability engineer, so I'm doing a lot of cloud stuff, a lot of build pipelines, and all that kind of shit. Um, and yeah, just infrastructure stuff and helping people build tooling. It's really cool. I'm really enjoying it so far. And I get to use Linux all day instead of having to use a Mac, which is so good. I can't believe how comfortable it feels. So yeah, really happy so far. We'll just see how that progresses. Okay, so ZZXX. Okay, I have no idea if that's going to work, but let's find out. So we need to apply that movement. All this is doing is recording it. So we need a system to apply that. In their example, they do this is all 2D, but same deal. They have a movement, and we just do apply movement. Yeah. So they set a velocity. Now, I imagine that I'll probably end up using Avian for the physics engine, which will mean that velocity is something completely different. But for this purpose, I could possibly just move the transform around. So let's see if we can do that. Just grab this as an example. It's honestly completely insane how any company still uses Windows. Yeah, well, in my case, I would have had to use Mac OS, which is fine, but it's just once you've gotten used to using a tiling window manager, it's hard to not use a tiling window manager anymore. And I've tried about 3 or 4 different solutions on a Mac OS, and I just can't get used to it. In fact, I'm always tempted to shell into my home desktop to get away from it, which is never a good idea. um, the recall feature alone, how do you trust them not to just nuke your business? I don't know. I really don't. But do I have a movement already? I do. Apply screen wrap. We don't need to apply screen wrap. This is all old code from the template. That can go away. This is not a thing anymore. Wow. Rust Analyzer is slowing to a crawl. Oh my God, I've never seen it move that slowly. That's depressing. Okay, and the transform translation plus equals velocity extend O. So that won't be a thing because it'll be a Vec3 now. I don't suppose this would actually build. Man, I'll be surprised if the terminal even starts responding. Oh yeah, here we go. Animation state. Vec20. Where was that from? Was that in player? What? No. We don't want to open up a Blender file. That is not what we're after here. Where was that build error from? I closed it too fast. We deleting default cubes up in here? No. The default cube is the main character. Thank you very much. We're not deleting default cubes. This is not something we need right now. This is all 2D code. So let's go. Let's get rid of that and that. In fact, pretty much this entire file. And then find any references to it in lib. Animation query. We don't have any animations. We do not have a mod animation anymore. Let's see if that'll let us compile. Okay, so we still got rotation. Now what happens when we try and use a movement key? Absolutely nothing. Okay, this is good. This is good. I don't know why I thought that would work, but I just, for some reason, I thought it would work. Let's go to movement and see what we're actually modifying here. Get rid of all these comments from the example. We're modifying the transform of anything that has a movement controller here. So my guess is that query is coming up empty, or we're not running apply movement when we think we are. And set appset update. We are using the movement. Okay, but that's the one you added after deleting the original. No, it's not. I'm pretty sure I used the original cube, the default cube, damn it. Hey, Luclia, how you doing? Okay. In fact, I think I can prove it. Because this looks like the default scene, right? But I'm pretty sure this is my blend file. Unfollowed. Hang on. Let's look. Open recent. Player blend. Yep, there it is. It's just the default cube. Oh, man, I'm so lame. Okay. Let's see here. How do we do this? Oh, there's no... Oh, yeah, there is a puppy. Hang on. I thought she must have snuck in while my back was turned. There she is. She's snoozy. Hey, Toes. What you doing? Hey. Good girl. She's tired. Okay. Now. So in theory, it should be modifying a transform. Like and started a new bird watching stream. I saw your announcement. It goes on during daylight hours. A dog watching stream. The trouble is they keep moving. Basically, you'd have to follow every sunbeam around the entire house, I think, for that to work. And I just don't know if we could do that. We could put a GoPro on one of them. Motion track, right? I don't exist. I'm in a simulation. Yeah, I think you're right. I think you're absolutely right about that. Or the question is, do I exist and you're in a simulation? GoPros. Yeah. Yeah. I think Ted would wear a GoPro. I think Tilly would eat the GoPro. Yeah. So why no work? Why no work? Plus equals controller max speed times controller intent. And the transform translation plus equals velocity times time delta seconds. It would also need to change the camera, I think, is part of the problem. But I'm surprised I don't see any movement whatsoever. Plus equals velocity times time delta seconds. Is it moving just really slowly? Let's change the max speed to something very high. Let's go 4,000. Wait, that's 40,000. Forever, are we stuck in a simulation? I have no idea why YouTube recommended me this stream. Have a nice night. I don't know either, but it was very nice to meet you. I hope you have a good night. Yeah, the algorithm has apparently sent a few YouTube viewers to me. It's very nice of them. Okay, so is there any movement? There's no movement. I'm not just imagining it. There's no movement. Oh, you know why though? You know why? Oh, there'll be an ad in a minute and then I'll tell you why. But you know why? It's because I'm not running the other system. Because I'm an idiot. I mean, I'm not an idiot, but yeah. See that yellow triangle there? It's trying to tell me that this function is never used. Oh god. I need sleep. Yellow. It was all yellow. App add systems. Update. Player movement. Inset. App set. Playing update, I think it's called. What is it called? Playing update. Okay, now let's see if something happens. No, is the answer to that question. Wait, is it? Is it just moving very slowly? No. Received an event for non-existent source. Well, first of all, the error is misspelled. Token and a, oh, I think that's a Wayland error. But yeah, this should be doing something and it's not. Okay. Well, let's do what we were going to do before and just bump up the speed to something ridiculous just to make sure it's not tiny amounts of movement. We got ads. Nope, it's definitely not working. Okay. So why? What am I doing wrong? Apply movement is being run. It's in the wrong set. But that shouldn't matter. Okay. So let's record what we're actually seeing. So we should see debug controller intent. Yeah, it's not changing with input. So that's why we're not moving. Okay, good to know. Let's look at this and see what's going on there. Normalize or zero is probably killing it. It's kind of weird. Oh, wait a minute. Movement controller with camera. No wonder it's not working. This is old code with player. Hello. That'll do the trick, I imagine. It might be a touch too fast. Small minds get amused by small things. I just find that funny. Okay. Let's try that again. We might want to bring the speed down just a touch, just a smidgen. Okay, well, it's nice to get to the bottom of that anyway. Ah, okay. We have movement, folks. The camera does need to follow it, but we have movement. So when we apply this, we need to, if it's the player, option player. Maybe player. If maybe player is some, then we move the camera. So in other words, we lock the player's transform to the camera's transform, or at least we move it by the same amount. So we need we don't even need to give the camera a movement controller, I don't think. Mute camera, query, and mute transform with camera. Is it with camera or with 3D? Camera 3D? I think it's with camera. Yeah, with camera's fine. Okay. Let okay, camera transform equals camera get single mute, else return. You always want to return things. And then we apply the same translation. So camera transform translation plus equals velocity times time delta seconds. What is your problem? Oh, yeah. Now what is your problem? Oh, yeah. Oh, man. Oh, no. Hang on. Ah. Okay. So in theory, if that's the player that we're moving, then we should also move the camera. This is our theory. This is the theory that we thought up. Oh, no, we didn't because we panicked it. Oh, we have to do it without. God damn it. It's kind of the annoying part of the ECS, in my opinion. I kind of get why it's necessary. It's just frustrating. Oh, we're not moving the camera, I'll tell you that much. You need to slow it down a little too. I love the way the shadow switches around though. I could get addicted to watching that. Okay. Reminds me of not that I'm comparing it, but it reminds me of Mordecai's box game of Battle Box. Now that game really does feel Eldritch. Okay, so we're not, well, first of all, the movement's too fast still, so let's make that 10. And why is the camera not moving? Maybe that query's failing, so we're looking for a transform with camera without movement controller. And in camera, we don't spawn a movement controller, do we? No. So I can only imagine that this query is failing silently. No, it's not, but it's also not moving the camera. Hmm. So the option player is never true? Yeah. No, it's always player. Hmm. Did I miss something? No, it's definitely not exiting in that block. So the translation is having velocity times time delta seconds added to it. Hmm. So is it that the global transform on the camera is not updating? What's going on there? Hmm. Hmm. I do not know. Why? We're in that block. And we can get the camera. And we can modify the transforms translation. Why is the camera not moving? Is it updating itself? Oh, it probably is, right? Because of the camera controls. Oh, yes. Yes. Okay. So I am continually updating those. That's what's going on. How do I deal with that? Yeah, we're constantly changing the translation. But we always use a static target. That's what's going on. Okay, cool. I wrote this goddamn example. You'd think I would have remembered that. All right, so the target is the player. So in fact, we don't even need that other part of the system. We could just do it here. Man, what am I doing? What am I doing with my life? Yeah. So we use Vec0 as the target until we know otherwise. So my player query will be not mute, just player query and transform with player. I may need to disambiguate that. We'll find out. What is your problem? I'm not using it. Okay. If let okay player transform, that needs to be mutable, equals player get single target equals player transform. Translation. Yeah. And then we could take out this block because it's no longer necessary. And this becomes a lot simpler too. I think. Okay, if this works, I'm going to call it. It doesn't because I have to disambiguate this. There's probably a really good pattern for avoiding these without blocks that I'm missing. Thanks for the alert, Patty. Ah, the camera's moving. The camera's moving. The controls work the opposite to what I expect, but that's okay. It works. What happens when you move off the edge of the world? You just keep going, going and going and going. But it works. Yeah, W should be the opposite. But otherwise it works just perfectly. Okay, magic. So we'll just change in player. We'll change W to be minus equals. And S to be plus equals. Like so. And that's it. Basic camera and player movement. Then tag v0.1.8. Push origin tag v0.1.8. And that'll build. Fantastic. Let's read out, eh? Who have we got happening at the moment? Is there anybody on for green at the moment? No. None are currently engaged in Yap. How about the other team? Booyah. Let's go say hi to Booyah. I haven't seen Booyah for ages.
I'll probably get a bug report that something doesn't work and I'll fix it later.
Yeah, we'll read out to them.
Works. All right.
Thanks everybody for hanging out. I appreciate it.
Problem fixed. Was that all of them? Was that all your bugs?
See you next time,
I'm
probably
gonna
tomorrow.
Go ahead and say your game-breaking bug was removed.
Yeah, go live, Fanny.
End of day error message that was happening.
Grandma.
'Cause the
Later, Fuzzy.
cascade
Take care.
effect of horrible consequences. Booyah indeed. So I started playing Astrobot over the weekend.